Good evening, everybody. How are you tonight? Hope you're all doing well. Quimbona, is Dongle Aura hiding? No, I've seen Dongle. He's here somewhere. So, yeah. Tonight's gonna be some shipbuilding. Oh wow, Terry, we're starting off straight with a $5 donation saying, fabulous piano playing. Thank you very much. I'll hide that piano now. Put that out of the way. Yeah, I'm glad I can hopefully give you guys a small break for all the other stuff that's going on in the world at the moment. I know plenty of stuff to look into. And that's what gaming channels should be all about, right? Just like give people a place to get away from, like forget about all the other stuff. Just sit down, play some computer games, fly some spaceships, and blow up some aliens. Yes, exactly. But we're gonna come to the AX ships in a bit. I just wanna, sit and say hello and good evening to everybody. I saw who was it, Snorri, I think, who asked about the listening post down in. Sorry, slight spoiler if you haven't done the Halloween event, but it's so far after the event launched that I feel like I begin to spoil a little bit more. But there is a listening post. It is really, really difficult to crack that thing, figure out what the code means. To my knowledge, I don't think anyone has actually solved it yet. I've seen a lot of like, oh, if you do this, then it kind of makes sense somehow-ish, but it's always like, that doesn't make it it only works halfway, most of the solutions I've seen. But anyway, I did consider whether I should spend some time, because I have spent a lot of time on it, and if I should spend some more time on it and doing a live stream, but I figured I already covered that event a lot, and if I were to do that, I would be spending pretty much the whole live stream diving into one little idea, and most likely not getting anywhere. So I feel like doing some Xeno stuff would be a little bit more entertaining to watch, and it's a project I've been postponing now for a while, so I want to get into that again as well. So, hello from Toronto, hello. I guess I've been in the listening post. Can't move on. Any news about the code? No. So, Snorri, if you're having problems with the listening post and you can't get any further from that, what I would recommend you try is maybe to take a look at that the flight plan for the Adamastor, and maybe go at it a little backwards. That's a small hint for you. It's just a thing to get you further. Anyway, I think that today we're going to be. Oh yeah, by the way, as Dr. Law said, yes, you can get if you want the D3A mock, you can get that at the store. And now without a green screen, you can actually see it without there being invisible paint all over it. The invisible paint mocks are out of stock now. Yeah, I agree that the listening post most likely points to a place that we already know. Actually, I know that. Was it on the live stream? I believe I mentioned that live stream today where they said that, or was it sometime else? I can't remember. I'm pretty sure I've heard from Tia saying that we have all the locations discovered, but there are just some links in between them that are missing. They haven't said the last part, but they have said that we have all the locations discovered, and what I'm deducting then is there are some links between them that we are missing, and one of them is that listening post. Christopher goes, invisible paint model still available at Hot and Orbital. Nice. What headphones? This is the HyperX Cloud Alpha, I believe. A decent headphones, not too expensive, and they're very comfortable. This is my second pair, I believe. First pair I had them on in my car because I was using them with it comes with a little like clip-in microphone that you just, where is it? There. just plug in like that. And I was using it in my car to talk to people on Discord. And the wire got caught in the little lever on the side of the car seat that you use to like raise and lower the car seat. So when I stepped out of the car, the cable was wrapped around that little lever, and it just took the jack stick at the other and just like bent it off basically. And then I ordered a second cable, replacement cable, got the replacement cable, did the same thing like a month later. So I decided to also get a spare one to have at home. So now, and then the old one, actually one of the speakers died, so now I have to. Anyway, long story about headphones. I think we should get into the Anti-Xeno build. Before we start, I just want to set the premise for what we're going to be doing today. Because there are, of course, plenty of Anti-Xeno builds out there at the moment. Hold on. Did I mount a camera to this telescope? There's no camera on it. I do have the equipment to set a DSLR up on the camera, on the telescope, but the problem is the telescope has been out of commission for some time now. I got that telescope when I was 13, which is some time ago now, and while all the optics in it, it's an ETX 125. It's the slightly larger model, but all the gears inside for the tracking are just they do not have a good time anymore. The optics is perfect, and that's really what annoys me about it. That the optics is still really good. Doesn't have any scratches or anything. Whoa, it's 5 years old. Thank you very much. But yeah, all the little gears inside that it does use to go and do this tracking, they're just, yeah, they're worn down. I don't think this is a re-oiling thing anymore. I think these are beyond repair. I think they are physically worn down. And if I at least know that on one of the gears there's a tooth missing, so it will like track, stop for a second, and track again as it moves past the point where there's a tooth missing. So, which is not good for tracking. Yeah, but I mean, I could put it up on something else, but then I would rather upgrade to a different scope, I think. But let's get back into to the live stream. So I've been for pretty much my entire AX hunting career. I've been using a ship that is it's a crate build that is very similar to the one recommended as a good starter build by the Anti-Xeno initiative. I took that build, I made some slight changes to it based on my preferences, and it's been serving me very well. Now, I think it's time that I want to try and do something else. For starters, I want something that has, at very least, a beam laser, so we can use that for cooling. And I also want to be able to fit a fighter hangar. And I know fighter hangars are not a module that is normally recommended. It's a interceptor killer. We're going to do an interceptor killer. Thanks for the clarification there, Throwback. But I want to fit a fighter hangar because I want to take my NPC pilot with me. And I know the fighter hangar is normally not a recommended module on these, but I want to have a fighter. So that is a prerequisite. And I want to be able to fit a beam laser. I want to have at the very least 3 medium Gauss cannons. And we need to have 1 or 2 flechette launchers as well. So we can already begin to do some we can already begin to do some like filtering on the ships. And I think that's the first thing we're going to do, is we're going to try to figure out what ship we're going to build it on, and then kind of work from there. So if we jump over to Coriolis here. First thing I want to do is I just pulled up the list of the ship that can actually carry a fighter. And we're just going to highlight those. So that would be the the Crusader, the Anaconda, the Beluga liner, the Corvette, the gunship, The cutter, I don't believe the clipper can. No. And keelback, Mark II, Type 10, Type 9. Yes, so those are the ships that are capable of actually carrying a fighter. Next up, we should try to look at the hard points. So if I want at the very least 3 medium Gauss cannons and at least 1 flechette, that is at least 4 mediums or higher, plus a beam. So we need 5 hit points, of which 4 must be medium or higher. So for instance, the Type 9 is a no-go. The Type 10 could work, but I'm gonna discard the Type 10 because of hardpoint placement. I mean, there's about a light year between the gun points on the Type 10, so having those trying to hit anything at the same time, it's just not gonna happen. So I'm not gonna go with the Type 10. So we have the crate. I already have a crate, while the hardpoint placement would be almost ideal for it. And maybe we should build a new crate. I don't know. The keelback is no-go, too few hardpoints. Obviously the cutter can do it. The gunship can also do it, yeah. 2 fighter base or 1. 2 if it can fit it, but I will take 1 if that's all I get. If the gunship is good, there are the 2 smaller ones. We have to populate those with lasers, but I think that could work. Obviously the cutter is good, that's good. The corvette also. Plenty of hard points on that as well. 5 mediums of the beluga liner. That will just make it. Though I don't think necessarily the beluga liner is the best choice, to be honest. Also, Anaconda obviously has plenty of hard points, and the Crusader has too many small hard points, so that's not going to work. Yeah, I'm planning for flag for the swarm. So I want 3 Gauss cannons, want at least 1 flag, and at least 1 laser. That's 5 hard points. Ideally, I wanted 2 flechettes, and if I could, I wanted 4 Gauss cannons. So in the ideal scenario, we're looking at 4 Gauss, 2 flechette, and at least 1 beam laser. That leaves me up at 7 hit points. 7 hard points, was that right? 4 plus 2 is 6 plus 1. Yeah, that's 7 at the very least. Another thing that I want to begin to focus on is to try and learn to cold orbit. I've tried it a little bit. I'm not very good at cold orbiting. But I kind of want to try to go and work towards that. So I think gunship could be a fun place to start. Because it's still medium and because it's not the crate. Yeah, but the Challenger can't carry a fighter hangar. So I'm just gonna open up the... what the hell happened there? Oh great, it just... that didn't work. Oh well. Let's try the gunship. We have some other options as well. Cold orbit. Cold orbiting is when you go in towards a Cyclops, you go FA off, and you, with the stick, you just keep pointing straight at it. Let me actually show you. Here, I can show you. We have a ship, and I need something I can use for a Thargoid. Do I have anything that is just vaguely Thargoid shaped? This is my Thargoid now. Hold on. Okay, this is our Thargoid. Clearly, it's a solar system, but now it's a Thargoid. and here we have a ship. So if you're coming in and you're providing forward thrust as you're flying in towards it, if you have some downwards momentum as well, you can, by only applying forward thrust, you can go into an orbit where you're orbiting it like this, right? So you're always keeping your nose towards it while you're FA-offing, and you're controlling your orbit only with your throttle, and you're using the stick only to keep your nose pointing towards it. So you're basically controlling, if you begin to get too close, you will begin to point too much up. If you get too far away, you will also, too much down. If it gets too far away, you'll begin to point too far up. So you're adjusting it with the distance of the throttle. And the reason why it's called cold orbiting is because not only are we running FA off, but if we are also running with that beam laser, we can keep firing on it to cool us down. And as long as we are cooled down, the Thargoids have a notoriously hard time hitting us. And that means we can just keep orbiting around it, and that's the theory at least. And I'm terrible at it. There you go. But I want to learn. Just go and find a flower. Does it make sense? Like, it's just like when you have normal orbits, with like, we're gonna make something reversed here where you have the moon and then the Earth. Like, the only forces between these two is between directly towards each other. But because it already have some momentum, you can put it into an orbit. So just by constantly pulling towards the planet, towards the main globe, you can keep it in an orbit, right? So that's the same theory. That's the same thing you need to put into your game when you're playing. No, that's not right way up. I don't know if that is either, but that's the way it is now. Yeah, the scale of those are a bit a bit off. Okay. Let's try something with a gunship. Yeah, and it's not flat Earth, it's tiny Earth. The moon is much bigger than the Earth. Everybody knows that. Okay, let's begin to work with this. We have a gunship here. I think it's a good place to start. It could be fun to do a gunship. I've never really used a gunship much. Life support, derated sensors. I never really know. I don't feel like we need that much range. But derated long range could be okay, 9 kilometers. It's too slow. It is not a very fast ship, that's true. But dirty drive drag drives puts us up at 275. What happens if we do the same thing on... You know what, let's just try to take the Anaconda. Let's try to take the Corvette, the Cutter, and the Crate Mark II. And let's just do exactly the same on all of these here, just to see what kind of speed we get. Beluga, okay. Everybody wants the Beluga apparently. Already have that open there. And the Beluga liner, okay. There we go. We're gonna do the same thing on all of these. We're gonna empty out all of these cargo racks here. Thrusters, frameshift drive, derate the life support, and derate the sensors, and long range, the sensors, and dirty drive and drag drive it. 311 meters, so it's faster than the gunship. What about the crate? Because I kind of have a good feeling for where the crate is at here. Let's put a dirty drive and drag drive on that, and let's clear all internal slots like so. 405, so quite a bit faster. And even the crate is having issues getting away from some of them. It's just the crate again. Let's see how quickly can we make the Anaconda go. I want a fighter. Long range. Dirty drive and drag drives. 304. So about the same speed as a Beluga. The Corvette. A-rate, and I would put long range on that. And put dirty drive and direct drives on that. 300, so again, it's actually not as fast, but it's probably more maneuverable than the Anaconda. And then obviously the Cutter. We know the Cutter has straight line speed. And the Cutter can drift. If there's something it can do, it can drift. That's for sure. Again, 329 is like not that much faster. It's just the crate that is just outrageously fast. But again, when the Cutter is boosting, 557. I do see that the gunship is gonna be really slow. I built A-rated on this one. You're right, I did. My bad. But still, it's still not that much faster. Crate versus Python for daily drivers is all-rounder Python. All the way. I kind of think the Cutter could be fun. I don't know if that's easy to orbit, but the crate is also a good option, I think. Do we have the hard points we need? Only just. Cutter has... Okay, that could be the next check. Let's... Okay. I think I'm gonna take at least the gunship and and simply based on boost speed, I think I'm gonna be working with the crate and the Cutter, mainly because of their boost speed for now. And then let's begin to play around with the power distributor. Let's just put a weapon-focused superconduit on both of them. And then let's see what we do with weapon loadouts. We need 3 Gauss cannons. I know something with hardpoint placement and that kind of stuff, but that we will figure out later. I believe the 2 mediums are the ones right next to them, and then we have 3 hardpoints on top. So that means this would be an okay position for the Gauss cannons. And then we need a beam laser. And we might as well go with a fixed beam laser. And this is gonna get long range and thermal vent. And we need a fixed remote release flechette launcher. There we go. So with everything firing, this will keep shooting for 11 minutes. What if we take the flechette launcher, power that off, then we're up to not 12 minutes, 12 seconds now. Sorry. Do I need long-range beams, actually? Now that we think about it, hold on. Do I need the long range? Now I need the Xeno experts in chat here. Yeah, and you're right. I don't mean the flechette. I mean the flag, of course. My bad. remote release, fixed remote release flag. There we go. You don't need the beam and all, no, but... Okay, so people are still recommending long range. Speak about the event. I did nothing but speak about the event last week. Plenty of live streams about it. I don't know, we can go gimbal beams. I don't know, but it doesn't really make that much of a difference, I think. People are asking why I go fixed beams, but we can go gimbaled. And we're not doing it for the damage. And I still need to turn that off. There we go. And we're up 11 seconds. Okay, let's try to do the same thing on the cutter, and let's see what we get out of that. We still have the distributor. Hold on, did I actually put engineering on this? Weapon supercapacitor? Yes, okay. So here... and I know two of these are on the nacelles. I can't remember which two of them it is, but let's just put those there, there, and there, and put flags out on the engines, and then a beam here. Gimbal beam laser, and put long range thermal vent on that. Down to 5 seconds. Continuously firing. Four Gauss and Demets. You really want the Gauss out on the nacelles? You don't want all the Gauss cannons in close? I would rather have, I think, the flechettes spread out a little bit so they are covering a large area. I don't know, but that might just be me. Meds and then hug the body. Okay. And again, I can see those 5 seconds being an issue. No, I don't need the beam, but I want the beam laser there. Right, then I don't technically need it. I don't have to have it, but it's really nice too. Yeah, but the pip, this time to depletion here, if you hover over it, has nothing to do with the... Does it show? Come on. There we go. Time to drain weapon capacitor with all weapons firing and 4 pips to shield. So my pips here, these pips here only affect the stuff below them down in the graphs here. It doesn't affect this one up here. You can see the number there, 11. And as I move my pips around, nothing changes. If you have a beam, it should not be fired at the same time. And the Gauss cannons, yes, they do eat distributor charge. What you're saying is that I should either, if I'm firing only those, I can go for 35 seconds. And if I go only beam, I can cool down as well. Okay, so is he doing attack runs that use heat sinks? So you don't want to use the beam doing the actual attack run. That's just when you're orbiting in between, or so what you go attack runs. Okay. So what you guys are saying is when you're attacking, you're just using the Gauss cannons to take down the hull and the hearts. When the hearts go down, you switch over and use the beam laser to stay cold and do damage to its shield, so they go down quicker as well. And then while you're attacking, you use your heat sinks. I see. Now this changes things. That assumes you have perfect shots. Yes, I don't. Far from. But then the crate can keep that beam firing for indefinitely. And if we go with just the Gauss cannons, it will keep those firing for 35 seconds. The cutter will keep the Gauss cannons firing for only 14 seconds, but there's also more of them. But they both have the same size power distributor, so that's of course because there's one extra. And what about the beam alone? Indefinitely. Okay. So it's the question of it does keep those firing for a lot longer. Take smaller sensors. You can't. I won't get good coverage with 4 Gauss. You have to use the top 2 large and the bottom huge to have good coverage of the Gauss cannons. Okay. Yes, the beam lasers for cooling. Not the digital. Run 4 Gauss cannons and 1 flak, but then I have a spare hardpoint. Yes, thermal vent, exactly. A small turreted beam will constantly lose heat whatever way you are pointing. Does not impact Gauss firing. Okay. I don't know, I just not a big fan of turrets. Does the timer take into account that the Gauss can reload between each shots, or does it just calculate energy per shot used? We can do that. Let's check that, because that's a very good point. So it just has energy per second. But is that energy per second? What does ED Shipyard has to say about this? Apparently I got a broken link. Great. Let's just try to see what ED Shipyard says to say. Oh god, it's been a while. How do you Guardian Ghost Cannon? Yes. I'll double click it. Yeah, okay. Let's see what we have here. Mass integrity, power draw, damage per second, sustained DPS, damage, charge time, distributor draw, weapon capacitor draw in megawatts per shot or per second for beams. Okay, so here we have the distributor draw. It draws 7.2 megawatts per shot, right? And it has a charge time to reach maximum charge in seconds. So that 1.2 rate of fire 1.2 a second, that doesn't make any sense. Does the timer take into account the ghost cannon's reloading between each shot? Yeah. So what puzzles me is here on the ED Shipyard, it says that the charge time here has a rate of fire of half a shot a second. And here the rate of fire is 1.2 a second. Huh. What happens if we do the exact same thing over here? Thrusters, frameshift drive. I can just put in the big power distributor. And let's put a weapon focused and a super conduit on it. And then does this have the same shortcuts? Nope. Oh, wrong one. Now we're just gonna put these in. It doesn't really matter. Doesn't matter what slot they're in. So now we have those in there. This is the same situations we have here with 4 of those. And we have engineered this one as well. This is handling, thermal, weapons, here we go. Maximum capacitor duration with 4. So this one says that we have 19 seconds of maximum capacitor duration. Whereas this is the cutter, right? Yes, it is. Whereas over here it says 14 seconds. So it maybe that timer does not take the reloading into consideration. I don't know. Did I lose connection to the YouTube chat? It became very, very silent all of a sudden. I did. There we go. Now I'm back. There's a good point there that it should be more. Downsize the beam laser in the huge sludge on the cutter to a large omet. That's annoying that YouTube chat froze. All of a sudden just been very quiet. Yeah, it could be the spin up time, because that's a point as well. Like between each shots, it's both the reload time and then the spin up time and then the shot falls, right? So maybe it's okay, as you said. I mean, I also need to be aiming, and there's a lot of stuff going on there. You know what? I think I'm gonna continue to work with the cutter. And then work with this weapon loadout. Let's try to do something with the rest. We're gonna need some heat sinks. Actually, we're gonna need some engineered heat sinks for that extra capacity. We want to have some shield boosters, which we want to have heavy duty, and we want to have super capacitor. There we go. Boom, 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 boom. For this one, we want the... Is it the military one? We just want the raw hit points. We don't care about everything else, all the resistances. So we just want the military one with heavy duty and deep plating. Power plant, let's just put overcharged on it because I know this is gonna be a power-hungry beast. But we always do run into power issues with this one. No AX scanner, no. I don't need a Xeno scanner. I can fight them just fine without it. I think I can distinguish between them now, and the hearts are really easy to spot. You don't need the square to tell me which heart is exerted. I can see it from the glow. No, I have tried to stay away from the recommended builds because I just want to have a feeling for it. Have a feeling for it myself, then I might go back and have a look at it afterwards and see how close I came. I think we should have prismatic shields, which is of course where all the power draw just goes. And this should be a reinforced high cap prismatic shields. I probably want a... Do I want a shield cell bank? Does it make sense to have shield cell banks at all? I mean, we can carry... Okay, we can pretty much carry our shields in banks. Yeah, shutdown repair while FA off. Why not? People are recommending no shields. Some people are saying shieldless. You want a Guardian shield booster. Last ship should generally not go shieldless. That is my feeling too. I feel like one of the strong sizes would be actually running shields, but let's see how we're doing for power. We're already out of power. Probably shouldn't go A, let's go B instead. I also believe they do carry more hit points. Actually not in total. Yeah, it's a good point that Riley has, that instead of spending... Hold on, how much power are we spending on this shield cell bank? We're spending about 3.6, or not about, we're spending 3.6, was this megawatts? Yes, megawatts of power, 3.6 megawatts of power. How many Guardian... shield reinforcement packs? And I know it should be... Nope, not that one. Should be the other one, right? E? No, D rated, right? Yeah, D. D is best. Let's move that down there. And let's try to put a few in. See, how much power do these consume? So we can have about 3 of these for the value of a shield generator, shield cell bank. But we are still out of power because of that beam laser. You could put low draw on the shields. Ah. That's interesting. That should actually give us a lot of power. How much do we lose though? 9,500 absolute. Low draw, high capacitor. Oh no, low draw here. Ah, no. Okay, yeah. Okay, I get what you're saying. So you want reinforced low draw. Then we lose about 700 hit points. But we gain some... If the beam laser is just for cooling, you can just use a small... Yeah, we can probably downgrade the beam laser. Let's see how far we can get with this. How much do we actually lose from going to B here? Probably shouldn't, but I want to see it anyway. And then go with heavy duty supercapacitor. Okay, this is actually quite a bit. Okay. Oh, that's not the right. There we go. I just turned off life support. Yeah, I could run without life support. I could put flow control on the boosters as well. Yeah. So what is actually best here? An A-rated with flow control? Wow, voice. Or that one. So they give... The B run gives slightly more. Let's just turn all these off. So the B1 uses less, but gives more. So if you want to go flow control, you should not go flow control on the A-rated. Then you are better off going with B-rated. See, I get more shield boost, and the B-rated one, as you can see down here, uses less power. Right? So flow control on A-rated makes no sense. The downside, of course, being I lose some resistance here, but we don't care about resistance. So, but it's interesting. Yeah, we want some Guardian module reinforcements, but we have plenty of power to play with right now. Okay, we do have all our boosters offline, so we can turn those back on. We have... I don't know what I want to do with my boosters yet, but I think I could downgrade those if I wanted that extra. But I think I would rather go and downgrade the laser to a large than to downgrade my shield. I feel like I need that shield. Power plant, I believe, is already overcharged and monstrous, so there's no more power to pull out of that one. As it is right now. So we need that fighter hangar. And I have some Guardian reinforcement packs. That is nice. Can we do anything on some of these? Can we save a little bit of power here? Anywhere? I don't believe we can. No. So just lightweight the life support. The frameshift drive. See, I don't necessarily want to increase range, because I know the jump rate right now is poor, but I would actually much rather have something that reduces my power draw of the frameshift drive. Could we just like completely downgrade the FSD? I mean, I have my fleet carrier. In most cases, I'm going to jump less than 10 light years. If I can get 10 light years of jump range out of this, I'm happy. Oh yeah, that's actually a good point. Let's just go increase range and mass manager on it, and then just go down here and say we're just going to turn off the FSD. We're going to turn off the cargo hatch because we're not going to be... I don't want to run limpets. Anyway, the rest I need. Yes. Just going to put these into power priority 2. There we go. Now we have some room to play with. No, I'm not. I'm gonna put some hull reinforcements in here. Okay, what else do I need? I need some module reinforcements. But I probably want the Guardian ones. Right? Guardian module reinforcements. Yes, I'm gonna be careful with the big sappy cannon. That should do it, right? Should I put one down here as well? Is that overkill? Oh, that was a shield reinforcement. Oops, hold on. Module. Yeah, they come at the cost of power, but we're still good on power. Yeah, but okay, so you're right that there's no such thing as overkill, but I don't want to take up too much space for my hull reinforcement that I'm gonna put in now. That we're gonna put heavy duty and deep plating on. And pop some of those up there. I don't believe they come only in class 5s, right? Yes, okay. See, we're still good on power. Can we actually take maybe... Oh, I can turn on that. I can't do that, but what if I just... Oh, no, that's not enough. It's close, though. It's really close. But we have to turn off the frameshift drive, like so, together with the cargo hatch. But that just leaves that one class 8 slot. That's really an awkward slot. How much power do we have? We're spending 53.7 minus... So we're spending 52.1-ish. 52.1. So we have about 0.6 megawatts left. We could try to see if we could squeeze that shield cell bank back in there. Yeah, you're right. This is a gamble build. Because I'm gambling on not losing my shield. But there will be bleed through damage, and we can get random malfunctions, and that can, so that's why I don't want to invest too much down here. I just want to see if I put in a 8B shield cell bank with specialized and bus shell. Right. Now we don't have the power. We are way over target. So what if we downgrade this to a medium or large one? Is that enough? No. Do we need to turn this off? Can we even fit? Is there even enough to turn off the laser completely? Yes, but it's not a lot. Are we 1 hour in? Okay. Guys, if you are enjoying the stream, remember to go down and give the stream a like. And thanks a lot for all your help in chat. And if you want to join the community, do remember that there's a Discord server you can join. It is discord@d2ea.com, as well as all the other links you will now see in chat for stuff like tips, merchandise, Patreon, where you can support the channel. Okay. I think I'm gonna leave. We can tweak the cutter here. I think I just want to try and do something with the crate and see where we end up there. So again, if I just want my I want my heat sink, probably only want one in this case, and I want those. Whoops, those heavy duty and supercapacitor. There we go. And we want some engineering on this. We want to lightweight that, and we want to, whoops, increase range. And we want to mass manage that one, and we want to dirty drive and drag drive that, and we want to overcharge and monster that one. Okay, let's try to do something similar here. With like reinforced, and we're just gonna go high cap to start with. Shut off life support. I mean, we could. Let's just see how we go. We're pretty good on power already, so let's just work with this, and then put like a cell bank in there. Oh no, B rated, and then I don't know if we need the cell bank. We're just gonna try to do something similar here. Gotta put in that fighter hangar, just one bay. That should do it. And here we're gonna get that Guardian reinforcement like that, and then get that in the largest size there, and then get some hull reinforcement packs with heavy duty deep plating, put that in there, and put that in here, also with heavy duty and deep plating. How are we doing for power? Plenty of power, actually. We have no power problems here at all. Even with prismatics and high cap. I should build a crate again, shouldn't I? I should rebuild my crate. You're never gonna get away from the crate. No, I know. There is no room for more weapons. So far, this looks like a crate that won't get hurt by people that can hunt. Okay. Everyone use the medium crate or couldn't go big. If you want to go cold orbit, the Chieftain is a better choice. Yeah, but then we're going away from the fighter hangar, which I kind of want. But let's just, for fun, take a look at the Chieftain. So we have a lot of. Was that the right one? What are you doing with your... Okay, so you're using Gauss cannons down here, I guess. Right? Am I sure I want to fight a... not necessarily. So, what do we do then? Beam laser? I guess. Why did I ditch? Okay. Why did I ditch the Crusader again? Remind me. There was a reason why I said I don't want the Crusader. The hard points is gonna be interesting, but it might just work. If I go Gauss, beam, flag, and Gauss, like so. 2 seconds, but class 6 that one, and then weapon focused and super conduit. There we go. It was the number of hard points, wasn't it? Because I'm gonna run all those small Gauss cannons instead. So this is equivalent to having like 2.5 Gauss cannon, 2.5 of the medium ones. So it's gonna have way less damage than what I would get on the crate, which has half one. It's only half. Yeah, only half a. Yeah, no speed. Yeah. Oh, where is it? The Crusader. What are we gonna do for speed here? Dirty drive, drag drives. It's 300. I mean, it's not that slow when boosting. But again, 9 seconds is not amazing either. I'm not that big of I'm not that afraid of this, of the lack of speed. I think I'll manage that. Can you toss me a link, Dunglora, if you have a Coriolis link? I just want to quickly go and take a look at the gunship again. Ooh, hold on. What happens if I go Gauss, 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 flag, and then gimbal beam, two small gimbal beams with long range thermal vent. Let's see if this will copy. It did. This is the Chieftain. Gauss, 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 Gauss. Okay, yeah. Oh. And then just a single small. But it's kind of this. Yeah. Interesting. They're running a lot of heat sinks though. I would probably drop one heat sink that power. Yeah, it probably is. Look at the speed difference. Who's the crate again? Chieftain is almost as fast as the crate. Scratch that, the Chieftain is faster than the crate. Should I just... Okay, I could drop the fighter and just say, okay, no fighter, I'm just going to learn to cold orbit to start with, and then maybe later, when I actually learn that, then go and build something big and heavy that can carry a fighter. So maybe I should focus on one thing instead of trying to both take a fighter. It's not a lot of hit points, but okay, they're running biweaves. Reinforced low draw. Why do we want a fighter? Because I have an NPC pilot now, and I wanted to take him out and train, use the, like, just to take him with him for fun and giggles. But I guess maybe not. You know what? I kind of like the Chieftain build here, and Howard wants to die. Is the maneuverability really that much better? So Chieftain has better roll. It has, oh wow, way better pitch. And your, damn, that thing can move. Is it that simple? Are we just gonna go and say, okay, we're gonna go with the Excise Chieftain build and build that? It is hard to control coming from a crate. I will learn eventually. I mean, I'm not okay. So I'm not afraid of learning to fly it. And as the Grump said that he stopped using gauges on it because it was too twitchy. I have a really accurate HOTAS and I have S power curve, so I have extra accuracy in close to the center. I'm pretty sure I can learn to aim with it. I don't think I'm gonna have too much issue there. So can someone explain to me why 3 heat sinks? This seems overkill. Please click on the mouse. I will. Why? Fighter's more fun, yeah. Yeah. I get why the heat sinks are there. I'm asking, why are the third heat sink there? Why wouldn't you go and do something like that? Is that pure power problems? Because that is, I mean, that amount of power I can work with. Hold on, let's just undo this actually. So here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna keep, gonna move this out to a new window. Here we go. And then we're gonna take a copy of it, so we have an original one. Have you posted a link, previous link? Oh right, there's a cutter build as well. Now, okay, hold on. Now this is gonna be fun. Let's see how far away that was my cutter build. No, that was the Chieftain. That was the Chieftain again. Where's the cutter build? Dungle Aura. There's the cutter. Okay, how far are we actually off each other? So they running 2 heat sinks and 4 there. That's the same as I do. They run the Gauss in the huge, and then they downgraded the laser to a large. I was going down the same road with a 3C, some with the hardpoint placement. I haven't looked at that at all. And then 2 remote release flags there at the bottom. Internal wise, they're running A, I'm running a B. Other than that, hull. Okay, so they're running that. That shield cell bank seems odd. That's not gonna carry that much hit points. Let me just get Discord out of the way again. But anyway, let's go back and have a look at the Chieftains here. So this is the original one. What I don't get is why you would need that 3rd heatsink. Do you really need 9 heatsinks during a fight? Yeah, I can synthesize in between fights, I would assume. Yeah, keep below 20. Can anyone protocol your links for the non-engineered and non-guardian? No, I don't need point defense. But it's interesting that they've gone with a small beam laser. It must be power, because if I put that there instead, right? Now we're running over power. They have the auto field maintenance unit there. They have the cargo hatch there. I could just take my frameshift drive and put that into group 2, and I have power to play with now. Once I have a build, when I try it out on stream, I'm hardly going to be able to build all of this in this stream, because there's a lot of stuff I need to engineer, but I will try it out on stream eventually. It just won't be this one. But yes, I will definitely try it out on stream at some point. Okay, what do we have over here? Shield reinforcement pack there. And 2 module. Oh, right, then we have class 4. She was used for hull reinforcement packs. We have a lot of class 4 slots. I feel like there's some optimization to be made here. We have a single shield reinforcement pack in there. 2 of those class 4 slots are military. Yeah, I know. But most of the stuff we gotta put in them, like shield reinforcement packs, module reinforcement packs, and hull reinforcement, this is all military. So we can just regard them as class 4 slots. So that should be okay. Has anybody ever tried somebody was suggesting a vet, like a shieldless vet, silent running shieldless vet with 2 huge beam lasers? I don't know. It's probably gonna be horrible. You're gonna run out of capacitor in no time. So hold on. I know that it is more effective to use multiple small hardpoints than one larger hardpoint and we can see that from the hull reinforcements here. Like 2 4s are way better than a 5. And I guess the same goes for... I'm just gonna try this, just gonna see. So you don't... So upgrading module reinforcements is a good thing. So that means I should be better off, I think, let's just check this. I should be better off with that one there as a module reinforcement. Like so. Is that better? So on the original one, we had in shield 182. 182. Slightly less shield from those, but slightly more modular, slightly more on the modular reinforcements. Here we have an integrity of 232. Now we have 259. So that's better there. We lose how much? We're at 166 here. And we were at, so we lose about, or well, exactly 16 hit points of shield reinforcements to gain that. I feel like that's a fair change. Is there any place else we can do something similar, maybe? Because the rest of all this stuff is just hull reinforcements, basically. So what about hull reinforcements? Let me just do this. So what if I took and made these into hull reinforcement packs, heavy duty and deep plating, put those in there, and then put a modular reinforcement pack in there, a Guardian modular reinforcement pack even in there, like so. So 2 class 2s gives me more than I had before. And look at that, so this is even better now, right? Now, in this case here, I got modular reinforcements up there. In this case here, yeah. So, see here, look at this. Right here, I have 166 additional shield megajoules from the 2 shield reinforcement packs, and 624 from the hull reinforcements. Over here, now my, oh, that was shield, hold on. Uh-oh, yeah, no, sorry, you're right. I need to go and get the shield reinforcements, oops. So now we have, yes, here we had 166, and here we have 182. So we have more shield with this setup. And for the hull, here we have, how much is that? That is 6, that's 700, that's 718 armor hit points. Yeah, 718, and over here I had 624. So I get more armor. Look at that. 4031, which scroll all the way up. You see? By making that change there, I get more armor and more shield. So that is definitely better. And how is this compared to this? My module reinforcements here, yeah, is slightly less. So I'm losing a little bit of module reinforcement, which I think is fine. No. Yes. No, I'm not. Hold on. What the hell's going on? Let's just compare this. This is the original one that came out from AXI. This is the AXI build at 715 megajoules of shield and 4008 armor. I'm up at 942, and I have an extra 100 armor hit points. All that while I get, here I have a total of 259 in module reinforcements, and here I have 232. So I have more total hull reinforcements. I know, yeah. You also have 30 seconds more rechargeable. That comes with the extra shield, of course. I mean, the shield recharge rate is still the same. If we look at the stats here, like so, swap between them. The shield is exactly the same, so I'm regenerating the more hit points. I'm not regenerating more hit points per second, but I can hold more hit points, so that's why it takes longer. So the number of hit points per second is the same. I can just keep recharging for longer because I have a larger hit point pool. Okay, yeah, it's a fair point Christopher is making, that by only running one hull reinforcement, I'm reducing the resistance because of that. So what you're arguing is that I should in fact stay with the, I'll just put that over there. No, actually, I'm not. I'm gonna take a copy of this, put that there. What you're saying is I should, in fact, keep my my Guardian modular reinforcement packs here for that extra additional resistance as they stack. And yeah, okay. So if that is, then we're back at the layout that was used by AXI. Right? Yes. Only difference is that I'm running an extra shield booster here. But use a bigger AFMU. Yeah, we could upgrade. The AFMU, I guess this is really only to be able to repair the modular reinforcements, right? We don't need a bigger AFMU. I would rather have the extra hit points there. Yeah, I have the shield booster in there. I know I have an extra shield booster on my build. I kind of feel like I don't mind synthesizing it between fights. And repair gouts. Okay, yeah, when we overheat. And for the weapons too. Okay, fair enough. But I still feel like there's stuff that can't be optimized. Okay, the shield reinforcement packs. We only carry one. But that's probably more of a power concern than anything else. But right now, we actually have a little bit of headroom in terms of power consumption. If we take and turn this off, we can see that we're using 29.27. So we still have about 0.3 megawatts. So it's not enough for another shield reinforcement pack, that's for sure. And that's... Oh, hold on a second. What is more effective? No, I don't want shield cell banks. Not on a bi-weave build. What I'm considering here is, what is better? How much does that shield booster give me? 715 up to 9. That's a lot though, because it stacks with those shields there. But you know what I maybe could do? Maybe I could get rid of the low draw and go for a high cap instead. No, I couldn't. Close though. What do we have at the power plant here? Armored monstrate, okay. What about the thrusters? Yes. D-rate the sensors. A-rated life support. Does it really lose the canopy that easy? How much are we using on that life support? 0.8 megawatts. That's a lot of power. I don't have to turn off my power to repair. I just retract my hard points when I'm repairing. I mean, I can't... Can I? No, it's only synthesize I can't do. Yeah, I think the problem with the Guardian... I mean, we need to keep an eye on our power output here. What did I change? This one was on low draw. There we go. See, I'm considering just go derate the life support. Like so. Okay. If I lose my canopy, I can't hit anything anyway. Because I lose my reticle. I have killed a Goid without a reticle, but it's difficult. And then we can synthesize if we run out. Yeah. Okay. Why? Why do I really want an A-rated life support? Is it for integrity purposes? Because if we're going for integrity, why on earth are we then running lightweight? I believe lightweight was on the original one, right? If you're worried about they had lightweight 4, yeah, okay. A-rated life support is so you can finish fight and not run away. Dude. How do you even Teswawu? That's how you pronounce it? Thanks a lot for the wow. Very generous super chat from, I hope I pronounced this right. If not, then please do let me know. With a capital S, I would assume that it is Teswawu. Thanks a lot, man. Why can't I hear this? I'm not getting notifications in my headset. There might be window sounds. No idea why that didn't go in my headset, but thanks a lot. I lost my... Where were we? We're doing life support. Yeah, the shock mount is working, right? It's taking a lot of the bumps, right? I think I'm more in favor of just losing that... Not losing life support, but... running derated life support. If I lose that canopy, the fight is over anyway. If the canopy is gone, I would run. And if I'm running out on my way back to the station, I will just inhale some iron and nickel. Because apparently that's how that works. Yeah, you don't need life support. Throw that up with the kitchen sink, exactly. I think I want to downgrade that life support so we get that little bit extra power to play with. Because right now, with all these non-essential things like frameshift drives and that kind of stuff, we can actually still have about half a megawatt of power to play with. Yeah, we can go derated and reinforce it. Do we care? Hold on. How are we on our profile here? Let me check. Okay. We don't care about the jump range. I know we can't jump right now. Because we have this FSD turned off. We're just going to turn this stuff back on. There we go. We don't really care about the jump range. I do care about the speed. So how much would it cost us to go reinforced instead? 3, 6, 7. And 27 there. 2 meters a second there, and 3 meters a second on the boost. And we go from 43 integrity up to, we get 10 times the integrity. That's a big, it's a big jump. It's an order of magnitude. Almost an order of magnitude. I think I'm actually in favor of going like that instead. Like derated because it used less power. Hold on, could we actually, you know what? E-rated life support use even less power. How much are we down to in speed if we reinforce that? 62 and 20. Okay. We lose quite a bit going. I think it will keep derated. Exactly. This canopy is not going anywhere. Canopy? Who needs canopy? We just have 5 canopies. Yeah, Chieftain Canopy brought to you by Gorilla Glass. And then we have the modular reinforcement that also protects us, I guess. Canopy. Okay, I think this is a better option. So we just turn these off again. Oops, nope, not like that. Like this. We still have those about half a megawatt of power to play with. And I think what I want to do with that half megawatt of power is, how much are those shield reinforcements? Shield reinforcements is 1 megawatt. What I'm trying to get at is how is this power distributor set up? Charged enhanced. Hold on. Okay, we're gonna look at that in a second. There's some stuff there. Right, we could fast charge the shields maybe. So instead of low draw, go fast charge. Is that oh, how close are we? 0.68. We need to fight 0.08 megawatts of power somewhere, then we can fast charge this. Come on, guys, we're so close to having this, because fast charge is gonna help us with a better regen. Then we go up from 3.2 to 3.7. That's pretty good. Throw the coffee machine overboard. We're doing a chieftain, we're not in the crate. Dodges Asylum, thanks a lot for the donation. Saying the best in spreadsheets and theory crafting. I think the power plant is already overcharged. No, that's armored. Oh. Ooh. I've always... Hold on. Ship builds. Anti-Xeno combat. That was the notification. Now it worked. That one. Okay, I am running armored on this one as well. Why, Dave? Remember, running cold orbiting doesn't necessarily mean... Dave says that overcharge would be a disaster for cold orbit, but I'm not planning to run silent. It's not silent running. We're still having our shields. there's not that much to gain from the power priorities. We already done that. We disabled the cargo hatch, the frameshift drive, and the AFMU. Yeah, I kind of like that idea, taking a Guardian module reinforcement, like a swapping out for a normal one. I don't want to disable a heatsink launcher while I would on a normal PvE build. In this case, disable thrusters. In this case, I feel like I'm gonna need both of them doing the fight. I don't feel like I have enough in just one for a fight, and then I have to synthesize in between. The FSD is already set down to a lower priority. But I think right now I like going with a normal module reinforcement pack instead. It's just 11 extra integrity, and then we lose the power draw. We could do so much more with what we just used. I mean, what do we have here? We still have fast charge. We have armored here and monstrate. Yeah. No shields, 4 pips per weapon, 2 engines. There we go. Yeah, exactly. I don't know. Should we do something shieldless? We could try shieldless. Okay. So if we go shieldless, are we then gonna go silent running? I think, okay. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take the build as it is right now, and I'm gonna save this. I'm just gonna put this in the D2A filter. There we go. And then we're gonna go try to play around with a shieldless build. Should we still do a chieftain? How's the chieftain for heat actually? The shield is cold as ice, chieftain. Wait, let's try to do something with a chieftain again. Let's take this. Okay, so we're running shielded. We get rid of that. We get rid of that. We get rid of those, and then just put in more heat sinks. And then I probably want to put a thermal spread on the power plant. Do we want to lose some speed instead of dirty drives and go clean drives? How much speed are we actually talking about here? If we go... I'm just gonna try to see how much it is. 174. Oh, sorry, 74 there, and clean. Ooh, that's a lot. Yeah, okay. No, that's too much. The frameshift drive, we keep that. Life support is derated and reinforced, because now we need someone. Power distributor. Right, I wanted to do something about that as well. I think maybe weapon focused is better now. Now at least it is. We don't need charge enhanced now. Now we definitely want a weapon focused than like that. 4 AF is... Are you sure? But why, what's with people and their lightweighted A-rated life support? Yeah, I think power is not going to be an issue now. Gonna have plenty of power now. Now, my question is a single small beam laser enough to cool us down? Yeah, we already discussed the life support. Look, 344 hit points on the life support. That thing's not gonna crack. Okay, so Ryan says that the single small beam is enough to keep us cold, except when firing, then when we need the heat sinks. But now we have all the heat sinks in the world. We have 12 of them. But okay, this gives us a lot of room to play with. I guess... No, hold on. Guardian module reinforcement only goes up to class 5. And so, okay, so that's the same. So let's just put some Guardian module reinforcements. I don't know. What do you guys think? Ah, we could go shielded with the... that's actually... We have all the power now. That's a good point. Is that the same? It is the same. So now we still have the extra speed. That's a very good point there. Thank you. So we could go with that instead. Then we don't gain the mass. We use a bit of power, but again, power is not a problem right now. Would the shipbuilder have a fleet carrier? Not necessarily, no. I mean, I could drop the frameshift drive, but that's not a big issue right now. But I think the shielded life support was a really good call. Agree on that. And we gotta keep the armored power plant. We're gonna keep the thrusters, frameshift drive, let's keep that for now. This one has been done over to weapon focused, and the sensors are D-rated long range. I like that. Can we low emission the power plant? I don't... Well, should we really do that? I mean, we're not going to be able to get much out of it. Heat efficiency is already pretty low at 0.32. But I don't think low emission is going to help us. We can get there, but now we are already out of power, so we can't go low emission. And remember, armored both give us, look at this, it gives us both extra power output and it reduces our, yeah, we get more power generation and it also reduces our heat. It adds some mass, but it also adds integrity. There's no doubt in my mind that I think that armored thermal spread is the best here. I think this is by far the best combination of everything here. It's just the internals that I'm a little in doubt about what to do with. I don't know how much modular reinforcements I need. Viper asks, low emission equals harder to target? Kind of. Low emission means that you generate less heat, meaning you will overall be running colder. And as you're running colder, it'll be easier to, a little harder to repair limpets. Ooh. Okay, I think we should keep those two just for the percentages here. And then I want a... let's just go and find it the old-fashioned way. I want a Guardian model reinforcement pack here as well. Let's put that in there. Plenty of hit points now. Hull is fine. We probably want to drop one of the hulls. Actually drop two of them. Oh, those are the restricted ones. Those, oh, they're all restricted. Heavy duty deep plating. Okay, so these have to be that. No, they don't. I can put that one down there. Then I get an extra class 4. You know what? I think I'm gonna drop one module reinforcement pack and then use that for cargo. 4 limpets is not that much. I'll synthesize limpets as I need them. This class 4. I put a repair limpet controller in. I actually, technically, I only need a class 1. Because I can only have one at any... You know what? I'm gonna get rid of that AFMU there. Get that repair limpet controller down there. Keep the cargo rack there. Put a hull reinforcement here. Size 5. Oh, hold on. Do they have something with how much they repair? Repair limpets. Aha. Okay, so they do repair faster. And they also... Oh, they're also active for longer. Decontamination limpets is not a big... Decontamination is not a problem. I can just overheat a little bit and then that should be fine. Okay, so we definitely want a better repair limpet controller then. Then I think I may actually want... How much is it? That's twice as fast and more than twice as long. So it's more than 4 times the repair amount you get out per limpet. So this one gives me 300 hit points repaired. It's about 10%. Can you overheat if I run so cold? Ah, just turn on silent running. And then I'll be running plenty hot. I know repair limpets is not gonna caustic the hull, but I'm just gonna overheat. So what are the different rates here? Mass, integrity, power draw, max active, target. This is something about the range. Okay, so that's pretty much only the range and a bit on the power draw maybe. So that means I don't need A-rated, definitely for sure. So I would agree with Nemesis in chat there. We could go with a repair, a 5D repair limpet controller. Okay, so we have the cargo, we have that. So we can put that that AFMU back in there. We have the 2 modules, so we probably won't hull reinforcement there. Heavy duty and deep plate. And I want a hull reinforcement up here, I guess. Heavy duty, deep plate. There we go. What do you guys think? Why is this a fixed beam? I want a gimbaled long range thermal vent. Yeah, exactly. There's probably a problem on the other build as well that I was running with fixed. This is something very different than what I've been used to. I'm not too concerned about the Thargoid body parts. If I have to pick them up, I'll just dump them at my fleet carrier, so I don't have to carry them that long. Am I sure the cargo is big enough? Yeah, it's the perfect size. Because 4 tons is just enough to synthesize. I get 4 limpets per synthesis, so I can, when I run out of limpets, I just synthesize, fill up my cargo hold, and I'm good to go again. There's no point in me having spending those precious class 4 slots to get, what will that be then, 16 tons of cargo. I can just synthesize as I go. I kind of like this one. It's gonna require a lot of training, and I'm pretty sure the first time I'm taking the ship out, it's gonna be an absolute disaster. But I think I can make it work. Just check our power. We actually have plenty of power to play with right now. So is there anywhere where we could do any kind of upgrades? Is there anything we can do? Is there anything where we've cut corners, where we said, oh, we need more power? I don't think there is. I mean, could we try to downgrade the power plant? I don't think we can. It's really not that much headroom. The life support. That is the only thing we've really done. We could go with a bigger life support. How much is that? Is the difference? It's 1 meter a second on the normal speed, 2 meters a second on the straight line speed, and then we can go shielded on this as well. If you know you're going to explode, equip the extra fuel tank to make it go boom. That look much more epic. Duly noted. Yeah, I could shred, but I really like the limpets. They kind of give me a little bit. The limpets allows me to go panic mode and run away, and then fire off a few limpets and repair my hull. I mean, I know each activation of the limpet will give me about 10% hull, little under 10% hull. So with 4 limpets, I have like 35%, like about a third of my hull left when I fire off all my limpets. Okay, we can really begin to sit and tweak it and go smaller fuel tank, but that gives me 1 meter a second extra boost speed. That's nothing. Can I have 3 at the time?
I wonder if Thargoid combat in Odyssey will be like the movie Starship Troopers. I want to know more.
I'm looking forward to. I don't think we're gonna see any announcement of Thargoids in Odyssey. I think it's a thing we will find and discover in Odyssey, and when we do, there will be people flocking there with the biggest guns they can find to be the first to shoot it in the face. Check the limpets. What's with the limpets? Yeah, I'm pretty sure we can only have one active on the ship, on my own ship at a time. I just mean I can repair up to 3 targets at a time. So in a wing, I would be able to support my wing. But when flying solo, engineer the AFMU. That's a good point. We haven't done that, have we? We can shield the AFMU because why not? We have I want to say we have all the power, but that's thanks for the follow on Twitch. That's cutting it pretty tight. 99.9%. 2620. We are using everything. There is nothing left. Yes, exactly. There is nothing more to do now. Okay. I think this one's gonna get a little star. And it's gonna be a armor build. Save that. Nice. No, I don't think. I mean, if you sit in the cockpit and you deploy your hardpoint while charging your phone, the thing will shut off. The thing's not gonna work anymore. Name it. No. We only name ships once they're fully built. Then they get their name. Until then, I don't want to name it yet. Name's gonna be later. What if I switch beam with a large Gauss? There is no large Gauss. Switch the beam with the large Gauss. I get what you're saying. Yeah, so what you're suggesting is that Gauss uses... Sorry, a medium Gauss there, and the beam laser there. So what we're suggesting is that we take that beam laser out, put in... we can't do that. Take a Gauss out as well, and then put small, so small, 3 smalls and a medium, and then put a beam in here. Really gentle beams. 0.6% over long range and thermal vent. But now I can just go and say, I don't want to turn off my cargo hold, because I'm going to need that. But I can turn off the AFMU, and we're good. Or we could keep that one on, and then maybe be a little bit less aggressive, and then go back. I think I would actually go back there and then go shield it on that. And that should... We're back, 99.9%. I think I like this more. I mean, the beam should be able to fire continuously, forever and ever. I don't know. I just like that extra cooling capability that we get. I mean, I know we're gonna run heat sinks while fighting, but just that, you know, extra damage from the beam laser, I think is worth it. Yeah, exactly. The colder I am, the more I stay alive. Yeah, I think... Okay. Okay. Now, I saw some chit-chat in the chat earlier that don't need 8 rolls, I need 5 rolls there. I need 4 rolls there. I need 3 rolls there. I need 2 rolls there. It's spreadsheet time, boys. So I'm just gonna go, and I'm gonna take all of this, and where's my spreadsheet's on the other screen? Give me a second. Lo and behold, spreadsheet. And before we put it into the spreadsheet, I'm just going to open it up with code. There, and gonna take this and replace, actually make that into a regular expression, and then do like that and replace that with a tab character. Like so, because then it copy and pastes a lot more nicely into spreadsheets. Boom, there we go. Let's expand that and let's insert a row there. Let's call this material. And this is needed. And let's go whoop, and bold. And this is have. And yes, I know, before people say ED engineer, there we go. I got. I think I managed before someone said ED engineer in chat. I actually haven't tried ED engineer on this machine, but on my previous machine, I had all kinds of issues with it. I know it works very well for a lot of people. You know what? Let's do it on Inara instead. Can we can it send this to Inara itself? I can't remember. No, export. No. Okay, let's just go to Inara. Galaxy, engineering, view my crafting list, edit, delete. Ugh, this always takes forever. There needs to be like a clear all key somewhere. Just like remove everything. There we go. Okay. Engineering. Blueprints. Okay. We need a armor. Heavy duty. Add blueprint to crafting list. We're gonna need 2, 3, 4. What did I say? 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 and 10. So that is added. Then we need the power plant, we need all of the internal modules while we're at it. Blueprints, optional internals, no core internals. So we need increased range, we need shielded life support, we need weapon focused, and we need armored, and sensors were light rated and thrusters with dirty drives. So mass manager. Oh, this is reset this 3, 4, 5, 6, 10. 2, 3, 4, 5. 3, 4, 5, 10. Life support. Shielded, we can only get that, so we're gonna put a 0 in there. At that. And we're gonna add this. 4, 5, 10. And we're gonna go super conduit. Add that. Five and 10, and this is the power plant, so that was gonna go thermal spread. Yes, thermal spread. Add that, and here 2, 3, 4. Whoops. 4, 5, and 10. I made the grade 4 is 10. Okay, I'll go and correct that afterwards. Hold on. Experimental effects on the sensors are none, so let's add that. 2, 3, 4, 5, and 10. Thrusters, sturdy drive with drag drives. Boom, get that in there. Let's just quickly refresh this list. So there was something. That one. I need 5 there. Let's update. Hey, I need data mined wake exceptions. Fun for days. Conductive ceramics. Okay, let's get the last pieces in here. Weapons, we just need, let's do the heat sinks actually. Heat sinks, ammo capacity. Add. And they only come in grade 3, right? So oh, does this count as a grade 1 upgrade? How does it count this? Because I think in game it counts as a grade 3, but here it seems to be grade 1. I'm just gonna put a 5 in there then, if that's how it counts it. And then let's just check this if it works. We need this 4 times. Fine. Then we need that beam laser, long range thermal vent beam laser. Let's go and find our weapons. We add weapons, beam lasers, long range, add. And we need the thermal vent. We just need 1 of those. Finally, we just need 1, 2, 3, 4 hull reinforcement packs. Optional tunnels. We need 4 of these. And we need deep plating on it as well. And I think the only thing left is the AFMU. Yeah, the shielded AFMU. 2, 3, 4, 5, 10. Nothing there. 1 of those. Okay. That should give me a crafting list of what I need. I need some data mined wake exceptions, conductive ceramics, and I need a ton of core dynamic composites. That's not too bad. Data mine wake exceptions are fun, if we can find the right system. Conductive ceramics, that's just a visit to Dad's Hope. Run a few rounds down there. Core dynamics, 30 of those, it's gonna take a while. That's gonna be a lot of high grades we have to run. But if that's it, that's not too bad. Does the FMU work well in combat? No, because I think it's okay. It is actually deployed in this build, but the previous one we had it shut off when we deploy our weapons. We're gonna use the AFMU when we're out of combat, so we run away to resynthesize and that kind of stuff. We can repair our modular reinforcement packs, and if the Gauss cannons take damage, that kind of stuff. We can fix that. And it's only 80 million. You can't see that. Great. Okay. Next step would be to go and get the materials. And then we're gonna build the actual ship, get it engineered, and then flight test it and train. Just keep training. $80 million got to go mining. That should be relatively quickly. But that's going to be maybe next stream. I agree. I'm not going to go and collect materials now. I don't know if it's going to be next week, because everything is a little interesting at the moment with events and stuff and things. So it depends really on what happens with that. If there's any events next week, I'll of course do those. If there's some interesting community goals, I might go and do that. I don't know what's going to happen, but if it's a quiet week next week, we can go out and do some material collecting. You're not so lucky with low temp diamonds. Try Paynite. Low temperature diamonds are difficult at the moment. You should give Paynite a go. Find an overlapping Paynite hotspot and go mine there. Okay, thank you, Dongalora. Dongalora has taken name suggestions and put in the stream chat on Discord. I'll take a look at what people have been coming up with. But I think, for now, that's gonna be it for today. First of all, thanks a lot for all you guys' help. Because, again, I'm by no means an expert in Anti-Xeno combat. I really like the way this came out. No fighter though, but I think I'll have to make do. Looks really fun. Very maneuverable ship, and definitely also looks like it can deal some damage. You test drive. This is gonna take hours to build this ship, and I have work tomorrow, so no, not gonna test drive it today. There's not enough time for that. But if you want to see this being test driven and built, then do stay tuned to the channel. I am going to be live streaming most of the process here for collecting these materials and building it and testing it. So that's going to happen in the future. I hope you'll join me then as well. If you do, remember to go down and hit the subscribe button if you're watching on YouTube, and the follow button if you're watching over on Twitch. Also, in the chat, you will see a lot of links posted by Dongalora. Those will take you both to the community Discord server, where you can join if you want to come over and have a chat and just hang out. It's a nice, relaxed community playing Elite and all other kinds of games. And you can also find links for both StreamLab for one-time donations, Patreon for monthly support, as well as a link for the merch store if you want to buy yourself a mug, a t-shirt, hoodie, some kind of stuff like that. And of course, all Patreons, they do get a discount in the merch store. I'll probably be hanging out over Discord. I need to fix that clock. I'll be hanging out over on Discord after the stream, so I hope you'll come by and say hi. So thanks a lot for all the help today. Thanks a lot for Dongalora for helping me out monitoring and moderating the chat. And until next time, I will see you guys in space.